Got the merch on today. Got the merch on today, look. Is that shrunk in the wash or something? Or did I give you kid size?
Top was clean. It's the only one what didn't smell of shit.
Any more rocks?
I had another one last night when you went.
Did you?
Yeah.
The big one?
Same size, but it's split in two.
You're having a laugh. You get stuck in there?
Oh, it never got stuck, but I had to climb in and hook it out.
Fucking hell.
But I'd literally only done about 100 yards ago, so I had a full load.
We got started here last night. Farmer's out on the field. I'm just going to swap over with him. But Robbo, I'll show you a picture. Rob had a little friend in his in his tub. I say little, it was bloody huge. It took both of us to hook it out. Anyway, looks like they're pretty much done here. This will get left. This is a straw heap. Yeah, it was just an old straw heap, and they hadn't used the straw, and the nets had got so bad you couldn't hook them out. So we had a few days on a cool morning, got all the nets off, got rid of those, and then we'll come when we're here with a digger next. We'll come by, we'll heap it all up. It'll rot down eventually, and we'll spread it. You try spreading that, it'll just get jammed in the rotors. They're full, you know, half bales in there. It won't spread. Bit of a tidy up round here. There's a load of greenery in these piles, so we're not putting that on the field to get jammed in the drill, if you know what I mean. There's winter barley going in these fields soon, probably in the next 10 to 14 days. Yeah, we'll soon be out here with the drill. I don't know if Keithy's going to come across and mix it all in, or if we're just going to Cultimax across the top. It's so dry and hard. Nothing's been discarated this time, but all the work's been done for you already. You know, the groundwork. Anyway, we've got pheasant muck on. This is pheasant muck, so you got to go twice as fast again. You don't want a thick layer of pheasant muck. It's almost too good for the soil and the crops, so you got to go a bit faster, get it on lighter. We're doubling the speed and the spread. We're on our last load from this heap, and then we're moving on to neighbours. Moving on to some neighbours to help them spread theirs. Not a lot. We're going over to Daisy's to do hers as well for her. While we got the spreaders, she usually has contractors in to do it, but while we got spreaders on, we're just going to whip over there and do that for her, so no worries. Anyway, Robbo's just going to scrape up what's left and put it in his tub, and then we're hopping across the road to our friend Barry's. I don't know for what reason, but this spreader that I'm using is a pain in the butt. It likes to blow its shear bolts for any reason at all, really. I don't know if there's something wrong with it or whatnot, but it goes pretty much all day. Then it'll blow 3 shear bolts in a row. The beaters are clean, and then it'll go all day again and then blow another 3. I don't know how that works, but anyway, 12. The speedometer on here ain't quite right, but we're about 12.5k. So spreading it on nice and thin with pheasant muck. Well, it looks like we're going to get this field covered, so anyway, we'll get everything spread out of this one, and then we'll go and see old Barry. He's got a little bit he wants spread. Just keep your eye on the beaters, keep your eye on the doors. GPS does the work for you. It's hard to do one-handed, all this. I did have a camera mount I put in the cab, but you're always blimmin' taking it off and on all the time, so it ends up sending me mad. Yeah, there we go, it's that simple. Anyway, pheasant muck going on light. Keep that back door down. That stops stones coming back this way, hitting the cab. I had one so far. Flipping out, I do not know if it didn't break the window. You don't know where it hits, but it hit the window so bloody hard. Oh my god. Get to the end, we knock the bed off. That goes off. Turn ourselves around. I don't know if Keithy's going to be coming back to re-disc these fields. I would have thought he would. Just because the spreaders are heavy and you know, it's going to compact the field a little bit, but we'll see what farmer decides on that one. The muck heaps don't go far. We only done this field with a load of cow muck and this field with a load of pheasant muck, and that's as far as it all goes. A whole year's worth of muck, it doesn't go very far. We'll soon be on the drill up here drilling barley. I think he's ordered, we've had it before, we had it outside the front of the farm and we had a wet year and it didn't grow very well, but he wants to try it again. Apparently it's a good one. We'll see that when it comes. He's been ordering seed, you know, planning ahead for the year with different crops and where we're going to plant them, different wheats. We're pretty much done here. Rob's load should finish the field off nicely, and yeah, me and Robbo swapped tractors. We're over at Barry's now, and yeah, to say we're putting her on thick is an understatement. But I just noticed this spreader works completely different. These are only short runs and we're down into the slowest gear we can go. But this spreader just works 10 times nicer. Just the other one's a bit, I don't know, just clunky. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting the job done. We got the, this is the first kit that Sweaverken sent us for testing. Still going. This thing is 3, coming up 4 years old, I think. Anyway, this is how fast we're going. 1.5k. He wants it on thick, and it is thick. I said to him, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, I'm sure," he said. So we will get it on for him thick. He reckons it will come up, the grass will come back beautiful, he said. That's what it looks like at the minute. There's been no rain. We are in desperate need of rain again. It's unbelievable. I don't think we'll see a year like this quite ever again, or not for a very long time. But yeah, the strangest year. Just hasn't rained for now, as long as I can remember. It's just stupid. We wanted to put some grass lays in at home, but the seabed is so dry that nothing's going to grow there. So, and it's getting in the next 2 weeks, we're then getting on to being late for grass. So yes, it might have to just go into winter crop, but at the moment even that's looking pretty dire without any rain in the forecast. It does say there's some rain coming next week, but anyway, we've pulled the RTK off this tractor. This tractor was the one that had RTK. Just going to shut the doors down so nothing comes back. But we've pulled the RTK out of it now. So we're just running the PPP signal, and yeah, it's good. Me and Robert have been sharing lines. We got that pretty sus now. Put a line in with one, you upload it with one, and then you download it with the other. So yeah, that's pretty simple to do. So and it's spot on as well. Yeah, we got one more heap to get on with after this, and then we see what the time is. We might do an extra one closer to home, and then we're off to Daisy's tomorrow. But yeah, it does feel odd going this slow, spreading it on that thick, but he's very happy with the job we're doing. So yeah, happy days. When we first had Sweaverken, I was so dubious about it, because brand never heard of, and you know, but as time's gone on, they've been absolutely brilliant, and anything I want to do with them, they're always keen to work with me. They're always keen to on the phone. We've got to do some updates on these soon, so we'll get that done on a day when we're not so busy. We'll get them all updated before we start drilling, and yeah. Anyway, the hydraulic one works exactly how you think it should. Yeah, and the steering wheel kits, I honestly, these are the older versions. They do newer versions now with nicer connections and nicer wiring harnesses, nicer steering wheel, nicer motor. Yeah, so but I can't recommend them enough, and you'll see other people using them. They're the same. If you want precision, you've got precision there. If you want signal that's free but good enough, you've got that there. So you don't have to have anything extra on top. It's all there. Last little bit is coming out. We're in the slowest gear we can go, and that is 1.2k at 500 revs. So anyway, we're getting on all right, and we'll leave it tidy for Barry at the end, and yeah, then we're moving on to Daisy's tomorrow. We'll see what that's like. What time is it? 4:45. God, the day's just gone again. We've gone and done some heaps for a couple of neighbours there, and we're back at the farm now. We've got this heap close by to a grass field, and we were waiting to see if it would maybe give us another cut of silage or something, but it's just nothing out there. So we're going to put some muck on there, harrow it in, roll it in the spring, and yeah, this muck's beautiful. Anyway, Robbo's loading us for a minute, and then we'll load ourselves. Just got all the you got to move the Manitou and the and it's cheeky. You got to move all the machines back over, and so, you know, it takes a minute. We're gonna get this heap done, all this field done, and then tomorrow we're moving to Daisy's to do a little bit there, and then we'll clean the spreaders off, get everything cleaned up, greased back up, and ready to go on to the next hire. Yeah, David Vaughn is your man for spreaders, close by. Last year, I can't remember who we used last year. We had some nice Richard Weston ones. They worked a treat. There was, you know, they were nice spreaders as well. So there's a couple of contacts around us for spreaders. We're just nipping across the road here. Oh, she's heavy. Anyway, we need to put in a guidance line, send it to Robbo, and then we'll both be on the same line. We've just been on some grass a minute ago. We had them set at 8 meters, and yeah, it was, we're going to try 7 meters. Farmer didn't want it on too thick out here, but you can see it never recovered. The drought's just yeah, it's never come back, hasn't grown anything. We chucked a load of fur on there, and that was a bit of a waste of time, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, we'll get ourselves an A and B put in on this. We'll send it to Robbo on his screen, and then we can share the lines then. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. It's a lovely thing. Right, anyway, we're on the steering wheel screen, so we're going to turn on the spreader, spin her up. My door's open. Open the doors. This spreader's been going beautiful. Nothing wrong with this one, but the other one just doesn't seem quite right. And 10.5k. Got a line. I'll just I'll upload this guidance line and send it to Robbo. Same as before, we'll work the inside and then round twice around the outside. I think we'll be done in good time here actually. It's yeah, 4:45. We'll be yeah. Anyway, one more day hire for tomorrow. Clean them off, get them back. Lovely job that. Turn that off. Off goes the screen. You've got to remember to turn it off on the button on this one. You need to remember to shut the door down as well. There's our next line there. That's doing that. That goes on. We're shutting the door down just a little bit. Nice thin spread, nice muck, goes you know, this is the perfect muck actually. It's not stringy and strawy, doesn't leave lumps or anything like that. It's nice, just perfect. Might get 3 ups and downs out of it. Right, there we go. A little bit of spreading again. I know it's probably same old, but yeah, we'll soon be on to a bit of field work and drilling in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So jobs will change a bit, and it's always the same. It's always one job and then the next, you know. We're going, I think we're going. Battery might be a bit low, might run out, but you join us on a Friday bank holiday, and we're heading over to Daisy's, and she lives on the outskirts of Oxford, but you got to get quite close. You got to travel pretty much into Oxford to get to it. So yeah, the city folk don't really like the tractors about. We're in a bit of a, luckily we've got a bit of roadworks coming up, but I think the battery's gonna run out any minute, so you'll only get to see a short clip of this. Apologies, I should have replaced it. But yeah, while we got the spreaders, we're just heading over to Daisy's there to get a muck spread out for her. We're over at Daisy's yard. Anyway, we're going to spread this mucky for her. Rob's just loaded me up, but there's a little red heifer calf in here. She bought one of our in-calf heifers, and it calved late, actually, quite late. Hey girl, there she is there. I think it was to a stabiliser, I can't really remember, but yeah, her mother was like a cherry red colour, beautiful animal, and she held on to it as long as possible, and then yeah, there she is there. Anyway, Daisy usually runs Belwick Galloway's. Stores will go into her food shop because she runs a meat shop on farm where people can come and buy meat from her, and a couple of our beasts have gone in there. So if you're ever looking for a meat shop where you know the animals are where the animals have been, Daisy's your girl. New Farm Meats it's called, in Oxford. So yeah, anyway, these guys have got a bit of growing to do. She's going to keep her for future heifers. So yeah, she's one of the lucky ones, as you might say. The rest of them I think are out on the back field here. Anyway, me and Robbo are going to get this heap loaded up, the spread out for her, and then the spreaders then, even though one of them came to us dirty, we will clean them all off, make sure they're empty, get them cleaned off, ready to go for the next person. And looks like I'm loaded. And we usually use the digger to load with, and at the end of the pile it does leave a tidier finish, but it ain't much faster loading with the digger than it is with the muck fork or the bucket. So anyway, nobody's got any grass. It's the same for everyone. Nobody's got any grass anywhere. Looks like she's got a little bonfire here ready to burn, and yes, anyway, Daisy runs a small herd that she puts back, you know, she puts back into the meat shop. She got a few pigs, she got a few lambs, and she runs it all through a meat shop, so it's all local source meat, well looked after animals. So it's yeah, nice little setup down here. But this is pretty much the story everywhere for everyone at the moment. There is rain coming middle of next week, they say, but that keeps changing. Anyway, it was a little bit of, it weren't too bad a drive really, considering it's bank holiday. We come up, the battery went out. You guys missed it, but I drove past some of my old workmates on the buses. That was interesting. Anyway, we're going to make this do one pass. We're going to leave ourselves 2 passes around the outside. We'll aim ourselves up that way somewhere. That will be our line. I'll give the line to Robbo. We put in a new A and B. These things are so simple to set a line up. And we will turn on the spreader. Spreader's on. Up go the revs. 500 revs we've been spreading at. We've shut the width down so we can get the muck on thick for it. Doors are up. We put the bed in gauge. We're going to be in first gear again here. I imagine somewhere about there. Bed goes into gear. One E. Let's try 1F and see how that spreads. And we don't have to do a full A and B. If you want to be really accurate, you can. But you can just pretty much point track to where you want it to go roughly. Like on a grass field, it doesn't matter. And that's it, we're done. And then after I'm done here, we'll ping the line over to Robert. He'll have the exact same spacings across his field. And it'll be a good tidy job. First run is always the same. You just sort of look at the distance, watch the muck go down. I think we're a bit fast really, might have to go to 1E. But we want to do one run and it will be empty at the end, so we're not going very fast. 2.5k. She's got another muck heap in this field she wants to spread on. So just like Barry's, we're going to spread it on plenty thick. I thought that's your type of music.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my bit of classical.
That is what a gay man would listen to. L9. You whippied? What? Yeah. I forgot to whippy it, didn't I? It took ages. Oh, for fuck's sake. There it is, look. Sharing's caring. I'll be gone. Oh, be gone. You'll see where I've been up and down the gears. So I think it'll be about 1C. 1B or 1C it'll be.
Yeah.
But you're a fan of 1D, aren't you?
What's that?
One Direction. Alright? Oh, who are they? Who are they? Fuck off, you're a Louis fan.
Who the fuck's Louis?
The little gay Irish one. Right, there goes Robbo. Anyway. Classical, he's listening to classical, he said. Oh, right, anyway, we just load ourselves and go. First heap's a little bit away from the field there, and then there's another heap in the field there, so won't be too bad. Nice easy going. What we like to see. And there'll be a drive home later on, clean the spreaders off. We'll do that here on the muck, and then we'll get the machines home. And then I think Farmer is on about going and cutting what little grass has grown. He's on about going and cutting it and see if we can get another 50 or 60 bales to add to our silage pile. I think we got to. I don't think we got any choices. We got to go and see if we can get any a little bit more back, just so we don't run out of food. Yes, in the winter. Whoa, whoa, back here, don't near a fence. But we just simply back up to the heap. You want to get closer to the heap than you think. You always think you're close enough, and then you could go, you can always go a little bit more like that. It looks pretty close, but I bet when we get there, actually about right this time, but anyway, it looks like some good old broken down muck. Whoop, windows open. Close that, put the aircon on so we don't live in the stink. I've still got my beacons on, even after Rob told me just 2 seconds ago. Anyway, we'll have a little scrape up and a tidy up at the end. We got an extra field done last night because we were ahead of schedule, so that was pretty good. was a field that was destined to be silage, but this is some nice, this is some good muck. This. That's how you want to see it, nice and black and broken down. You don't want to see it strawy. Might have to swap onto a bucket. It's the end of the day. We've just cleaned off the spreaders. I've completely forgotten to grab my camera while we did it. And yeah, anyway, the spreaders are nice and clean now. All done. Friday night, 6 o'clock. We're oh, here comes young Andrew. Anyway, the next person who wants them is a bit closer, so we haven't got to take them right back home. So we got a just a short drive back to Bicester and drop them at the next farm, and that will be it. So yeah, on the whole it went pretty well, even though started off a bit of a pain, but in the end they weren't too bad. Robbo's been up in the back and he found a load of old string that's been there for him in ages. He's been up in the bearings pulling it all out for him, so it's only going to be a good thing. We cleaned them right front to back, so they're tidy again now. Oh god, they're yeah, they're a bit of a handful on the road, but they're not too bad once you get used to them. And trick, well, people behind you just can't get by. It's just simple as that. You're too wide, so. And the roads are so rough, you can't drive right close to the verge until a car comes by. Oh god. They are painful. There's a neighbour's sign. Anyway, that's probably where we're going to leave it. Me and Robbo will get these dropped off, and yeah, until next year, another year spreading done. Anyway, there'll be another big heap next year, or several big heaps, so that'll do. Robbo's right behind me. We've had a fair day, no problems really, pretty straightforward. Daisy's happy, everybody's happy, win-win, and yeah, we'll move on to something else next week. So yeah, we'll pick it up from there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.